Welcome to Behind the Design with Jacqueline Green. I'm a marketing pro, entrepreneur, and mom of two. I blend my experiences in marketing, interior design, and education with a side of humor to help small business leaders grow their businesses. Get ready for some practical expert tips from someone who knows the industry inside and out. Now let's jump in today's topic. Are you wondering if organic social still works? I was wondering that, and so I started looking at it. See, I had to back up. But 3 months ago, we lost Facebook. We were hacked, and then Facebook suspended us. No, we didn't do anything. There wasn't anything we could control with it. It was actually an incredibly aggravating road to go down, and we are still suspended from Facebook. We have never put any content out there that was inappropriate. We were only putting content out there that was good for our audience and was educational. But I started looking at it as I was going through this frustration. I talked to them. I actually talked to a person. Crazy. You can talk to a person at Meta if you pay. And I talked to them, and they're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Too bad. You lost your account. So we're suspended. And with doing that, I started looking at it and going, okay, well, what were we really getting out of Facebook and Instagram? And we still have our Instagram account, but we didn't have our Facebook anymore. What were we getting out of it? And it's really hard when you're looking at social and you're saying, okay, here are two platforms, one having 2.96 billion users and one having like 1.66 billion users. That's a lot of users. Damn lot of users. And so am I hurting my business by not being on those platforms? And I often tell a lot of my customers, my clients, and say, you be where your clients are. Where is your target audience? That's where you need to focus your time. And so I started looking at our numbers and really identifying, okay, did we get the value for the time that we spent on these platforms over this last year? Because we did a big push this year to really kind of engage and work on that. And what I was finding when I was looking at the numbers were our numbers weren't going up. And where they weren't going up fast enough. And they weren't going up at the speed that I thought they would go up with the level of work that we were putting into it. So that got me questioning and started getting me thinking. And I realized that when I opened Instagram and I opened Facebook before I got hacked, I was seeing brands before I was seeing family and friends. I was actually no longer seeing my family and friends. I wasn't seeing the content that I actually wanted to see. So I started doing some research and trying to figure out, okay, why is this? Why did we put so much effort towards this and did not get the return we wanted? And then twofold, why am I not seeing the content I actually want to see? What has happened with the algorithm that's kind of screwed me? Like, I didn't know. So I started looking at it. Well, it turns out that even though Meta says they will put friends and family content before other content, I don't know if that's really happening, because this is what happens instead. Your content goes up, and it's basically 5.2% of the people that follow you will actually see that content the first go around. And so that's really scary. So if you have 1,000 people that follow you, you're only looking at about 50 people. And what they're doing is they're taking that content, from what I understand, and they're throwing that out there to those 50 people. And if those 50 people don't react and don't make comments, don't have likes, don't share, save, whatever, then they are going, well, that content must not be important, must not be what people want, doesn't have a value, never mind what the content is, so we're just going to shovel it out here. Where if people have a good reaction to that content and engage with it, then they'll go, oh, look, this is important. People want to see this, so we'll send it to more people. Maybe it's another 50 people. So what most small businesses are struggling with is they're not getting the reach that they once did. So with that in mind, and the fact that we were seeing so many larger brands, I started asking my question, is this and has this become a pay-to-play game? And the truth is, it has. So the other thing that Instagram and Facebook does is they put priority over brands that actually buy ads. They may not say they do that, but that's basically what they're doing. Now, there is good news in this. If your audience truly is on Facebook or Instagram and you're paying the tools and the algorithm that help you reach your audience is actually possible. So they have good targeting methods to be able to show that ad to the people that you want to reach. Now, we tried ads as well as part of our strategy this year, and we got lots of impressions, but not necessarily a lot of click-throughs, because you really want click-throughs, right? You want people to react or take action on that content you're throwing out there. We did not see that. Now, there could be a number of reasons, and you have to take this into consideration. Was it the offer? Was it the copy? Was it just not an interest? Were people just not interested in what we were sending out there? I don't know. Those were things that I would like to test, and I would like to test now, but we've been kicked off of Facebook. The other thing to remember, too, is that not only is it the content, not only can you pay, again, the paying for ads, okay, it is what it is, but we've also lost that element of social. It is no longer necessarily a social network. People are consuming, but not necessarily actually engaging. So a lot of brands, even small businesses, are really struggling to make an impact because they're not engaging with the audience. They're just throwing content out there, constantly throwing content out there. And there may or may not be a strategy behind that. And so when we're not engaging and asking people to follow, asking people to engage with our content, then again, Meta thinks you're not important. So here is my final thought. One, your content is really important. But when you're looking at whether it be Meta or other channels, you really need to focus your attention on the platforms that your target audience hangs out. For us, I realized that we were having a lot better results on LinkedIn than we were on Facebook and Instagram. So for a small business where resources are tight, I'm not going to spend my time on a platform that really isn't helping me grow my business. I'm going to focus on the platform that does. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean we won't necessarily go back to Facebook and Instagram eventually, but for right now, you kind of have to decide what's best for you. What content you have, where your target audience is, and where is your time best well spent. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe.